The ideal gas law is based on the formula PV equals nRT. Okay? PV equals nRT. And I also showed students how you can derive multiple formulas out of the one. So if I give you PV equals nRT, if I'm looking for pressure, it's going to be equal to nRT over V. If I'm looking for volume, it's going to be nRT over P. I can rearrange this formula multiple different ways. Now, if you're looking for just a basic example, okay, I'll show you how to do this one really quickly. And that way, because I've already done it, I can just talk you through it, okay? If you want to use the R constant, it's based on your pressure unit. So there are two different ways you can do the R constant. For the R constant, it's based on whatever you have for pressure. So this is one of our R constants here, 0.0821 liters dot ATM per mole Kelvin. Then you will notice that you have another R constant. It's based on millimeters of mercury. So right here, if your pressure is given to you in millimeters of mercury, then you're going to use a 62.4 R constant. Now, what you've got in this particular problem is they want to know what is the pressure in ATM. So that means you guys are going to use the one that I've highlighted right here. They told you that you had 0.350 moles of dinitrogen monoxide and the temperature was 22 degrees Celsius that you had to convert to Kelvin, and then the volume is 5.00 liters. Now, what you're going to do for pressure, you're going to use P equals nRT. They already gave you the moles. If they did not give you the moles, you would have to convert grams to moles. But in this problem, they've already done that. Now, again, notice that I said you're going to use the R constant, the one that had ATM in it, because they said, what is the pressure in ATM? So we're going to use the R value here, which is 0.0821 liters dot ATM per mole Kelvin. Then they gave you the temperature. You've got to put your temperature in Kelvin. It was 22 degrees Celsius that you add 273 to it to give you 295. They also gave you liters or your volume, 5.00 liters. Now remember, P equals nRT. So you're going to plug these three numbers right here into your formula on the very top. Okay? So you're going to put your N, your R, and your T on the top. Your volume is going to go on the very bottom. Okay? So again, here's what we got right here. Okay? So you all can see that I've plugged those numbers in already. And we end up with our answer right here. Okay? And notice how I've gotten rid of the units that we no longer need. And so we end up with 1.70 ATM as our final answer.